Hello YouTube, this is Blackfire coming at you with another video. In today's video, I just got one thing to say. No, Colt Eastwood, Bethesda games will not be Xbox exclusive. Okay, let me break it down for you today, Mr. Colt Eastwood. Look, I don't mean any disrespect towards you, old buddy, but this video you made this morning was a joke. I watched that whole video that you represented as some kind of evidence, which again, there is nothing, they've stated nothing. Let me just be clear, Mr. Colt Eastwood, sir, that Bethesda and both, this whole interview, that whole video, I watched yesterday, I watched the whole video, and guess what? Just like what I said, they are business partners. Colt Eastwood, do you know what a business partner is? Do you understand the difference, dude? Do you understand how much money these games are going to cost to make? I don't think you do understand. And I'm going to break it down in this video why it is that, first thing, you're very wrong. And I'm just going to just tell you straight up, your whole little chart you did about how Xbox and, their whole department and all this stuff and the money they make. Well, first thing with that chart, it's wrong, because the what you're talking about is, you're talking about the reach, you're not talking about where these games are going to sell, dude. Okay, let's get into today's video, you guys. Okay, in this video that Colt Eastwood made, he pretty much tried to play it off like Microsoft confirmed, Phil Spencer confirmed that these games are exclusive to Xbox. No. I made a whole video, go back and watch that video, explaining why, and I'm going to break it down again, explaining why these games are not going to be exclusive to Xbox. They cannot afford to make these games exclusive to Xbox. Xbox is not the end goal for Microsoft. Microsoft's plan is Game Pass. Let me explain this. Microsoft, they actually went into partnership, and they said partnership many times in this video, and I highly recommend you go watch that video. It's Bethesda, it's Pete Hines, anyways, Major Nelson, Phil Spencer, and pretty much I can't remember what the guy's name is right now. Anyways, go and watch that video. It's a whole video they did, and in no place in this video did they ever say, as a matter of fact, it was quite implied that their games are still going to be on all major platforms. It was never implied otherwise. I don't know where Colt Eastwood's getting this information, because I looked it up and it's not there. It's non-existent. So anyways, okay. Let's just go into some details here. First thing, when they went to a partnership, there being your keyword, partnership, with Bethesda Game Studios, with ZeniMax, which is a publisher. They're a publisher, guys. They're a publisher of their own games. They're still publishing their own games. This is about, they want to be, Microsoft wants to be the Netflix of video games. Okay. In order to do that, you're going to need more than Xbox sales and Xbox sales and PC sales to be able to make the money back on the amount of money that they're going to spend on the Elder Scrolls, on the next Fallout, or the next Dishonored game. These games cost money. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. Guarantee you, the Elder Scrolls 6 alone will cost $600 million. Now you sit there and tell me how it is that Xbox is going to put Elder Scrolls 6 on Game Pass, right? For nothing. They're pretty much getting it for nothing. It's pretty much free. How are you going to pay that money back? How are they going to get their money back from that game, Mr. Colt Eastwood? Answer me that question, dude. It's not even going to be on tablets and stuff like that, right? You have to buy Game Pass for that, right? It's going to be sold on PC, on the Steam store. It's going to be sold on Xbox and the Steam store, right? For PC and Xbox. And it's going to be on other consoles. It's going to be on PlayStation. It's going to be on Nintendo. Why? Because they have to make the revenue back. It is that simple, dude. It is that simple. You cannot put a $600 million game on Game Pass and then, you're not paying anything for it. I mean, imagine the point of the fact you got 10 million subscribers. How are you paying for that game? You're not. You're not going to pay for the game. It costs money, dude. Do you understand? Do you understand? Money. It costs money. They have to make their money back. Their end goal is not Xbox. This ain't about a console war. This is not about Xbox versus PlayStation. They want to use the sales from the PlayStation console, the physical versions of the game and the digital versions of the game, to pay the money to put it on Game Pass. It's that simple. Dude, it's not about a console war with Xbox. Microsoft doesn't even care about Xbox anymore. It's a dying platform. I've said this before. And anybody with a brain sees this. Okay? They want to be the Netflix of gaming. The only way to do that, the only way they can make the revenue back from these games, and even Jim Ryan, the president, the CEO of freaking PlayStation right now, the president of PlayStation right now, even come out and said it's unsustainable. Because it is unsustainable. Do you understand this? Is it that complicated to understand in your brain? These games cost money. Okay? Imagine putting a $600 million game on Game Pass, and the only sales you got to really make the back end off of will be Xbox and PC. Right? And just imagine, you have the bigger platform over here that you could be making money off of. To put this game on Game Pass, because that is their end goal, Colt Eastwood. Their end goal is Game Pass. They want Xbox gone. They want everything running through Game Pass. You get my drift? They want all major publishers on Game Pass. The reason why they partnered up with Bethesda is so that they could put a big major third-party platform games on Game Pass. It's not about Xbox. They're not gonna cut off, and even Bethesda even implied this. Pete Hines. And the developer, I can't remember what his name is, I'm sorry. He's a very good developer, but I can't remember his name right now. Even implied that these games are still going to be on all platforms. Why? Because that's Microsoft's goal. They even tried to put PlayStation, they even tried to put Game Pass on PlayStation. Now, does that sound like a company interested in trying to exclusivize stuff? No. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. These games cost money. They have to make their money back. To put them on Game Pass. You put a game on Game Pass, right? And you don't get their money back from the PlayStation. How are you making your money back? Answer me that, Mr. Colt Eastwood. How? Oh, let me guess. You're going to say, oh, they're going to have enough people on Game Pass tomorrow to pay for it. Really? Only 15 million people? How much money is that in a year? Do the math, dude. Anyways, it's just for me. I've already made a video on this talking about this and breaking it down, and now I have to make another video on it. It's just, y'all Xbox fanboys just need to get over it. They're not going to be exclusive games to Xbox. Those games are not going to be exclusive to Xbox. Bethesda's going to keep doing what they've always done. They're going to put the games on Game Pass. They are a partner to Xbox. They are not even when you watch that interview, it's very clear. And if you have a brain, and obviously Colt Eastwood, you're not dumb, so you obviously know these things. So you're just trying to get people not to buy a PlayStation. It ain't gonna do no good, dude. People are smarter than that. You get my drift. And again, this is all about, they want them 2 billion gamers. Imagine this. This is what their plan is. They want to have 2 billion gamers a month subscribing to Game Pass. Okay, if you had 2 billion subscribers a month, do the math how much that is. If you have 2 billion people subscribing to Game Pass, that's a lot of money. But first you got to get those consumers so you can pay for the games in Game Pass. EA Play. Think about all the purchases they've done. Think about EA Play. Was that for Xbox? No, it was for Game Pass. When they went and got EA Play, they didn't go get EA games exclusively for Xbox, did they? Of course they didn't. They got EA Play for Game Pass so they could put those games day and date on Game Pass. Do you get that, dude? Do you understand how business works? Every decision they have made, from Mojang to EA Play to now partnership with Bethesda, every decision they make, none of it was for Xbox. You don't spend $7.5 billion on Xbox. They have, 50 million console gamers? And they've already, stretched that to now PC because they're not getting their sales on Xbox. This is all true information, dude. Go look it up. Every decision they made, they have been moving away from Xbox for years now. They have no exclusive content. Why didn't they take $7.5 billion and put it on new games, new IPs for Xbox, right? If that's what it was all about. Yeah, I'll tell you why. Because that's not what it's all about. And you know it and I know it. It's about Game Pass. Anyways, I'm going to end this video here. If you like this video, please slap that like button. You guys have a great day. Subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I'm out. Later.